I don't know where you guys are, but here in the UK, it is absolutely freezing. And I literally cannot wait for spring. And guys, look at all these bedrooms that are coming up on my For You page. If this room isn't going to get you excited for spring, then I can't lie, you're actually doomed. Just joking. Right, now I'm going to jump on Bloxburg and I'm going to try to recreate this unicorn themed bedroom. I'm going to go for this plot here. It says empty, but let's see what... Oh my god, it is a Squid Game doll. There she is in all her full glory. Okay, I need to get rid of her. And I know, we established in the last video, it's probably carrying the same genes as Baldy Basics, stroke Peppa Pig, and maybe Spider-Man. So I think it's now time to delete her. There we go. Well, let's look on the bright side. At least I got 22k back. Right, straight into the build. So this is going to be a small room. I'm going to go for a 4x3. But the first thing I'm going to build is the wall just behind that bed. And this is super easy. Just grabbing a few cubes, resizing them and putting them into place. I place a load down. I'm just going to shift them all over. Being careful not to overlap them too much because you don't want the colors to glitch. I recolor them, sticking to the most common unicorny colors. Now if you do find you have a gap at the end, just like me, don't worry, what you can do is just fill it with a pillar. You see, how nice is that? And no one will ever know. It's our little secret. Okay, this bed looks most like the one in the picture, so I'm going to go with this one for now. And to do that main rainbow feature on this wall, what I'm going to do is first of all use a cylinder, resize that and use that as a guide to make my rainbow. And now I'm going to attempt to make that rainbow arch using these beams. So I'm going to start off right here. At the moment I'm in mid grid, and what I'm going to have to do is switch over to small grid to place. So now back into medium grid and then switch back to small grid to place. And you will continue to do this, so always place in medium grid and then switch over to small grid. It's just the way these silly rods and these structural items work, I'm afraid. So it is a bit fiddly, but once you get it, you get it. But having said that, after all these years, I still don't kind of get it because they can still be flipping annoying. Our arch is almost done. Now, what you do have to be really careful about is that your rods or beams, whatever you call them, do not stick to that cylinder. Now that the first arch is in, all I have to do is follow along with more beams and hope for the best. I can't lie, using structural items really used to make me anxious. I know it is so sad, but the more you build, the more you get used to it. Not saying that I'm a professional, I still mess up. As I said, the more you build, the more confident you will become. So more of the story is don't quit, just keep on going. And one day it's just gonna click. Trust me. Anyway, after that long encouraging speech, guess what? I actually messed up. I made these beams way too small, so I had to go back in and readjust them all. Seriously, I'm starting to think these are the most cursed of cursed things to build with in Bloxburg. It is so flipping annoying. And there we go. It's looking so much better now. And now I'm gonna go in and do those clouds on that rainbow. Now, let me just use a bunch of these cylinders and see how this is going to come out. I'm piling them on top of each other and trying to put them into place. Oh my gosh, what even is that? All I know is it doesn't look like a cloud, so I'm going to have to go back in and start all over. Okay, I think this is looking much better. What the heck? Why did that even take so long? I suppose at least I can clone my second cloud and just put that into place. Let me just have a look at what it looks like with the bed. And oh my gosh, I actually really like it. Next, stars. All of these tiny little stars. And the only thing I could really use were these star pillows. So I'm just going to place a load of them and then use my transform tool to place them onto the wall. And then guys, you see these like fluffy bobble things hanging from the ceiling. I was so determined to try to recreate them. So I went through every circle, every ring, any object that I could rotate or manipulate to make that fluffy thing hanging from the ceiling. No joke, I probably spent a good hour trying to find the right item to use. And guess what, guys? In the end, I flipping didn't use any of them. What a waste of time. I mean, to be honest, I low-key was just trying to be a try-hard, but it just didn't work in my favour. And yes, I did end up just giving up. Now, just look at these side tables. Instead, I decided to exert my efforts into making this side table instead. I'm not going to lie, I was really pleased with how these came out. So as you can see, I used a stool for the leg, and then straight in with a resized cube, pulled that up and added a little bit of detail using these beams. For the little knob, I just used a sapphire. All I had to do now is clone them and stack. You can see why I was super pleased with it. I do actually wonder how many of you were actually a girly's girl. I can't lie, I think I was more of a tomboy when I was younger. I mean, occasionally I did like to wear dresses. I would definitely choose a pair of sneakers and jogging bottoms over a dress any day. Last minute I did decide to change the bed because I am going to customize it. Nothing too crazy. I'm just going to build up this headboard right here. And of course, I definitely do not have time to make sure that they're perfectly placed. So I'm basically just eyeballing it. Next, it's all about the bedding, and good job we have these blankets in game. It's just a case of getting a few of them and playing around. I mean, I did end up placing quite a lot of them. It's kind of back and forth, but you know what, just place as many as you want, play around with them and just see how it goes. To be honest, sometimes I do think I waste quite a lot of time. I end up just backspacing to what I had in the first place. I'm now going in with more bedding. The more bedding, the more cozier, the more better. Now for those other finer details, so we have some plant pots, a floor lamp, even a side table in the picture, so I'm putting that in right now. And over here, I'm making a rainbow out of paper plates. Now, what am I doing with my life? Someone please help me. Honestly, guys, it's just really weird. Sometimes I just have this urge and burst of energy to just make everything and anything on Bloxburg. And other times, I just get so bored and lazy. Like, I cannot be bothered. There's also a really simple shelf, so I'm putting that in just here. And honestly, I'm just in my can't be bothered stage now, so I'm just going to place these heart sculptures along with a stack of books. Whenever in doubt, guys, just place a load of books. No joke, books are such an easy and quick option, and they literally fill up spaces. And for those ceiling lights, I'm just going to use sapphires. I would have really liked for them to look more realistic, just like the ones in the picture, but unfortunately I just couldn't figure it out. And last but not least, we have the decal for my rug. I usually go for this decal, and all you got to do is use a transform tool and put it into place. I was going to end the video right there, but I thought, how rude of me. How could I not show you how I did the stars on the ceiling? So real quick, I used the star pillows, which I resized, and I'm just using a transform tool and pulling them down onto that ceiling. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I was just about to cut you guys off once again. I've just realized I've built this unicorn themed bedroom without a flipping unicorn in sight. Like, that should be illegal. Now, I did look at the unicorn items available in game, and they just weren't fitting the whole theme, all apart from this plushie right here. But the thing is, guys, every time I tried to recolor it, it just got even uglier. Just look, every time I try recolor it, like, you can't change the texture, so it just looks so ugly. But it has to do because I have to have some sort of unicorn item in my bedroom. Anyway, enough messing around. Let's go in for that tour. And here it is, guys. My absolute favorite thing in this room is probably the bedding. I just love how that turned out. The colors are absolutely bang on. It's like spring is already here. Actually, guys, I kind of lied. I do like the custom side table, as well as the rainbow up on the wall, and the stars, and those big balls of whatever they are hanging from the ceiling. Basically, I like the whole room. Let me just pop up the inspiration on screen. Oh my gosh, I don't know how well you can see that, but I think I did okay. Definitely let me know what you think, guys, and drop me a comment. The only thing which I think lets this room down. And I'm actually real sorry to say this, guys, but it's definitely that plushy unicorn. I don't know, because of the texture, the colour just doesn't look right. But anyway, if you want to rebuild this room, it's going to cost you just over 52k. I honestly hope you will do just that. If not, I will be just as happy if you use this video for a little inspiration. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!